Oh, it was the eclipse today.
Oh, yeah, it sure was.
We're revealing what day we're recording.
I think we've already revealed that.
Well, yeah, but normally it's on a different day. Today, we mixed it up.
True.
We played Stardew during our normal recording session.
It was essential.
Now, I heard or saw a thing on X about...
Don't call it that.
I was wondering if you're going to stop me or not. I saw a thing on Twitter about how during the last eclipse, a girl from like Texas or Nevada or something looked at the eclipse for 6 seconds without sunglasses or without the like spectacles. Yeah. And then grabbed a pair spectacles from wherever they were. Either they were extra or someone else wasn't using them, whatever. And then put them on, then looked at the eclipse. And later on, for years, and I think still currently, has blind spots in her eyes.
Wow.
Right.
What an idiot.
Now, I know. Now, I think I could accomplish the same outcome with a flashlight and a magnifying glass.
That's not as cool.
Right, and that's what you said when I was telling you this. You said, and I quote, yeah, but that's not as exciting.
Yeah.
It's quite innovative, which makes it exciting.
Innovative?
The only cool thing about her thing is that she did it during an eclipse.
Yeah, that's all she needed.
I'm a scientist.
No.
Why not?
It's just a magnifying glass.
And a flashlight.
Is a kid who kills ants with a magnifying glass innovative?
No, but have you ever heard of someone self-blinding themselves with a flashlight and magnifying glass? You've heard of the setting a fire to an anthill before.
Yeah.
Have you ever? So surely, what I'm doing is innovative.
No.
Why?
It's just a same thing, different remix. Same yarn, different shirt.
I believe it's same yarn, different thread.
There it is.
No, I think what I'm doing is quite innovative.
You were wrong.
Or what I would be doing.
Yeah, you're using innovative the way Lauren uses whimsical.
Well, I can't really come back from that, can I? I suppose I will have to take the L.
Put all the nails in the coffin.
Lauren uses whimsical very incorrectly. Welcome everybody to season 100 and season 3, episode 112. We got there. We never didn't have it. My name is Luke. I'm one of your hosts as always, and with me, my annoying co-host Wolf.
Wow, that's me.
I had to put you down after you won the fight on the innovative. I had to come around. I had to come back somehow. Score 1 for the boys back home.
I see.
Last week we talked about Dungeon Meshi.
We sure did.
The first, I hesitate to call it a core, but that's technically what it is.
Yeah. I mean, technically, it is what it was.
Well, it's not split up into 2 cores.
It is.
No, it's just 100, or it's just 24 episodes.
They even changed the OP.
Oh, did they? Okay. Well then, I didn't know that. I haven't caught up on the newest episode because I was busy watching an episode or 2 for our most recent topic, Rick and Morty season 7.
Wow.
Yep. I will get caught up on Dungeon Meshi though, because talk about a show.
I know, right?
And we did talk about it.
And we're going to talk about it again in 2 months, 3 months.
Wow, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to that one.
I guess we could read it and talk about it immediately, but who reads?
Right before this, my boss asked for recommendations on Audible, so I was literally just telling him about books I was reading recently. So I read.
Wow, cringe.
Listen, you read too. Don't pretend you don't.
You know.
You just read things that shouldn't ever be read out loud.
I read the important things.
All right, let's get right into this. We're not going to bother explaining what Rick and Morty is. You already know what it is.
Everyone knows what Rick and Morty
Everyone
is.
knows what it is. However, what I want to talk about before we get into like individual episodes is the lead up to season 7, because something drastically different about this episode or about this season is new, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Let's get right into it. What is it?
New voice actor. This is plural.
Oh, really? I thought it was just
I think
one.
so.
Okay. All right. So what happened? What was all this this whole shebang? Why is there new voice actors?
The creator, Justin Roiland, was either accused or convicted of abusing his girlfriend.
Wow. I cannot believe another person of Hollywood fame turns out to be a terrible person.
I know, right?
I am
Must be something in the
shocked.
water.
Surely they weren't terrible people to start with.
Nah. Anyways, yeah, his show. They cut ties with him as soon as that came out. They didn't wait for like a verdict, whatever, because the evidence is pretty damning. So even if he didn't do it, he might as well have done it.
Right.
And they hired a new guy. They got themselves a new Rick and a new Morty and a new Mr. Poopy Butthole.
Oh, really?
Because if you didn't know, Justin Roiland, he did a bunch of the voices.
Yeah, he's like he was the Seth MacFarlane of Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Now,
no longer.
That's right, no longer. I watched 3 of the 10 episodes.
Oh, okay.
That's what I had time for. I'll probably go and finish the rest. Maybe, we'll see. But you watched all 10.
I did indeed. Did you watch the other seasons of Rick and Morty?
I sure did not. I went from I watched season 1, 2, and 3, and then went right to season 7. So naturally, I'm all caught up.
Oh, no, yeah. That tracks.
I watched the first episode and I'm like, wait, aren't half of these characters supposed to be dead?
Nah. Death is just a suggestion.
Yeah. So what am I... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no. Go.
I was going to say, is there anything majorly that I'm missing by not watching by not having watched the other seasons?
I guess you've missed the setup for evil Morty.
Right.
And all the little they touched on with him. But aside from that, not really.
Yeah.
Or I guess, yeah, and then whatever's going on with Mr. Poopy Butthole.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I saw the episode where he died.
Oh, yeah, he lived. She shot him, he lived.
Yeah. And like half of the other characters in the first episode were supposed to be dead.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
I guess that's a nice one way or another.
That's true. I guess the nice thing about Rick and Morty is it's not really a show that you need to like keep tabs on 100%.
Yeah.
You kind of just watch it.
You'll make it through if you don't know everything.
Yeah.
So.
But what? What did you think? I was waiting for you.
I loved it. It was really funny. Season 4, season 6. It went through a lot of like absurdist humor, like the giant sperm whales and not the sperms, giant sperms.
Oh, I didn't
and
see that one.
The technical incest baby.
Oh yeah.
And this one had like a little absurdity, but the absurdity had a point, and it actually had actual jokes in it that were funny. And not just wow, they really said that, or wow, they really did that.
Turns out you kind of need some amount of comedy in a comedy show.
I know, right? Like, which one was it? Looking at the That's a Mort. No, you didn't watch that one, but that one, the premise is Rick finds a universe where when people commit suicide, their insides turn into spaghetti. Okay. And that's the wild premise, and yet they manage to actually do something with it. They don't just leave it at that, like, hey, isn't that weird?
It certainly sounds weird.
It's great.
I like something.
Naturally, Justin Roiland, he doesn't write for this anymore, though he's been writing less since season 5 or 6. You know what? I like the way it's written now. I like the way the characters are now depicted. The new voices, they're solid. Rick's solid. Morty's a little awkward sounding. Especially when he starts yelling.
Yeah, I didn't notice like any change for Rick. I'll be honest. Like obviously, I'm not like a super avid watcher, but it sounds like a 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah, that's Rick.
It's Rick. It's Rick.
Concerned.
Like very little is noticeable about the difference. I didn't notice any change about Mr. Poopy Butthole. In fact, if you hadn't told me that was a change of actors, I wouldn't even have noticed. But however, Morty's not great.
Yeah.
It has to be said. Like, maybe they'll get better as they do it more, but this one is not very good.
Yeah. And he's like just delivering a line, it's okay. But then he starts raising his voice. He needs to throw his emotion. I'm like, that's not Morty.
Right. Even like his normal speech pattern, you can just tell the pitch is too high.
Yeah.
Even when he's not. And Morty doesn't have a deep voice or anything, but it's just like an octave or two too high. And I'm like, what is going on? Is he going through puberty?
I guess
like,
so.
What is happening? It's so weird. It's not good.
I think that like 0.5 that's like missing from Rick, it's just like the delivery effectively, because with what's his face, Justin, there was like that level of improv to it, and you could hear that in someone's voice, and like now it's just all scripted, and you can hear it, but like it's not bad, it's just noticeable.
Yeah, well, I would say it's noticeable for the people that watched it, which I guess is the people that would care the most. But you know, if you're a casual viewer, I doubt anyone would notice, but I think everybody will notice Morty. The delivery is off because that's actually a really good point, that the level of improv is not there, but also just everything about Morty is so whack. However, something I wanted to talk about was it's really weird that the first 3 episodes of season 7 are not at all Morty inclusive.
Oh, yeah.
Morty's not a character in the first 3 episodes.
No.
And I was so surprised. I'm just like, is this just Rick now? Is this just the show?
Yeah. You know, I didn't even notice it at first, but yeah, you're right.
Right.
An absence of Morty.
Yeah. He's a cameo in like he's a drug runner in one of them.
Yeah.
But the other 2, he wasn't even in, really.
And maybe it's because they didn't get the voice down.
Maybe. Well, yeah, they still didn't.
Episode 8, there's no Rick or Morty. There's a bit of Morty, but it's mostly about side characters, which is funny.
Oh, yeah, the rise of the Number-Rickons.
Yeah.
Number-Rickons, the movie. Interesting. I really liked that in episode 1 of season 7, just the random guy that they got from the world. He was like mowing the lawn.
Yeah.
I liked it. And then he became the neighbor.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Now he's just a recurring character.
Yeah, jokes like that are really good. Which I feel like was maybe they started with in the first couple seasons, but like season 3, they didn't really have many jokes like that.
Yeah. Some behind the scenes, I guess. What's his face? Justin Roiland, main writer for at least season 3 and previous. He didn't like callbacks. It like bothered him that he had to ever do callbacks or reference back old characters. He always just wanted to keep moving forward. And it showed, since they'd make and then he'd be like, then he'd get the reviews and they'd be like, hey, why didn't we touch on this, and this? Especially Evil Morty.
Right.
And then he'd be like, well, fuck you, I don't want to do Evil Morty.
Okay, well, why'd you set it up then?
Exactly!
That's terrible. I for one, love callbacks, love references to older episodes, older characters, older moments, or even outside of the media, like if they're referencing another movie or another show or whatever, if they style their show, like that one episode off of a different theme, like how Family Guy did Star Wars episodes.
Yeah.
I think those are super fun. I don't want them all the time, but stuff like that is fun, and I love callbacks to older episodes. So good. Get rid of Justin Roiland, dumb cunt.
Hold them back.
I know, for real. And
no more incest babies.
What wasn't he like weirdly into that?
Yes.
Like it was like you said it was recurring through like season 5 and 6.
Yeah, there was a lot of incest.
Oh, that's lovely. I stopped watching at the right time.
Perhaps. And you just jump right back in when it gets good again.
Oh yeah, perfect. I didn't miss anything. Did you have a favorite episode? Was it That's a Morty or just?
I did quite like That's a Morty. But I really liked episode 10, Fear No More. That one's less comedy. It's more almost a character exploration of Morty. And which is funny because there wasn't a whole lot of Morty this season, but this was his big episode.
He gets one per season.
Yeah, and you know what? That's all he needed. It was solid.
Okay.
It's like he's like they're looking for a thrill and they're getting introduced to this thing called a fear hole. You jump in, it shows you your worst fear, and you jump in, it starts like your sub-level fears, like spiders, clowns, etc. And then you get out and you think you're out the hole. You defeated your petty fear. Oh, but no, you're still in it. But then it gets even deeper. Like you don't know you're still in it. And like by halfway through, they don't even think it's Morty's fear they're facing. It was great.
It's like the episode where Rick is in the simulation inside a simulation inside a simulation.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. It's like so many levels of a simulation that the aliens that were capturing like simulated Morty's genitals and stuff. It's like all these different things. That one does sound pretty cool though.
Yeah. That one, and it wasn't like funny, but it was like well written.
Yeah. Would you, if that sort of like technology to explore your own fears like that, would you do that? Like if you could live out that episode?
Probably. I'd need an off button.
Need an emergency
or
exit.
someone on the outside to trigger the off button.
Yeah. You need a safe word.
Yeah, exactly. I need to tap out when I've had enough.
What would so if Morty's base level of fear is spiders, what is yours?
Spiders.
I suppose I knew that one. We had talked about doing, what was it? An episode on Spaceman, the Netflix Adam Sandler movie, where it has he's like a character in space, but then there's like a telepathic spider that like boards his ship and everything. And they're like, nope, can't watch that.
A clip of it popped up on TikTok, and then I couldn't go to sleep. Brief image was burned into my head.
I'm so interested in watching it because it looks actually really good as a show. And it's not like anything Adam Sandler normally does. A slow tangent off of Rick and Morty. Because it looks really good, and it's interesting that Adam Sandler's in this. However, I'm not really afraid of spiders, but I don't really want to like watch like this telepathic spider crawl around with this horrific voice.
Yeah.
And I'm it's so unsettling. Spider. Yeah. You gotta have what's the game?
Oh, Lethal Company.
Lethal Company's spider text anthropomorphic no, not anthropomorphic. What is it?
Arachnophobia mode. That's what Netflix needs to implement, not their stupid, what was it? Skip the foreplay mode.
What?
Yeah, basically it skips like the sex scenes in movies if you're like watching with family or something.
Interesting. I didn't know that was a thing.
I guess it's new. Saw it on Twitter today.
Amazing. On where?
Twitter.
You mean X?
No, I don't.
Okay. These that for the Fear No More, that thumbnail is pretty unsettling.
Oh yeah. He eats that.
That's
spider.
Basically you.
It is me.
If it happened. Do you have many spiders in California?
I assume we do.
You don't see them?
Nope.
Okay. That's good.
I know there's like a section of wilderness. I've been told.
Well, sure.
Like
I mean,
spiders.
obviously I know they exist, but I'm like, like in New Hampshire, we get like just spiders like in our home.
We get like daddy long legs.
Oh no, we have like wolf spiders and stuff.
Awful.
Like big ones.
The biggest I've seen are like black widows, and they exist out in my grandmother's garden.
Yeah. Like obviously I know spiders are in California.
Yeah. I don't interact with them.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So how does this season rate compared to the others?
Honestly, probably their strongest season so far.
Like ever?
Yeah. Even stronger than season 1.
That's high
It
praise.
may be missing that like improv charm, but I don't think they need it. They still have like the wild ideas in there. They're just not stuttering through half the lines.
Boy, do they. They have the wild ideas. I'll be honest, though. I do appreciate the level of improv that he had, but some of it just felt too much.
Too much yes and.
Yeah, too much yes and too much nonsensical just gibberish at times. Like there was a certain level that he reached where it was like, this is peak improv moments, and then later on it just felt like, okay, I don't even think he knows what he's saying. It's like
he's word vomiting.
Yeah, literally. So I'm glad I'm sure they'll reach that level of improv if they continue to do like this level of quality.
Yeah, what do you call it? Rise of Nimbaricons is on that level.
Oh yeah. Interesting. I just want more President Obama episodes.
Yeah, you're so right.
I love that character. The interactions between him and Rick are so funny.
The best duo.
Yeah, one of my favorite episodes that I've seen is the one where he's like invades the White House for a selfie.
Yeah.
It's like, you can't leave. Good, then we're in agreement. I'm never leaving. It's so funny. I don't know. I like that one. I like it when he shows up.
Yeah.
Also, Dr. Han is really like ironically funny.
Oh, actually.
She's not supposed to be. Which I guess that's the whole point. But
she's that good.
Yeah, she's good. Also, can you tell me what's going on with the double Beths now?
Oh, they didn't really get into her. Space Steph goes out and does space stuff sometimes, and Home Bev does Home Bev. They're like I guess they're like sisters now.
Well, because I saw the episode, or maybe clips of it, where Beth couldn't decide if she wanted to stay with her family or go live her own life.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So Rick was like, I'll make you a clone. And then obviously he didn't, tell or whatever. And then he wiped his memory about which one's the real Beth and everything.
Yeah, he now knows which one's the real Beth, but by the time he, decided to figure out everyone was over it, and they're like, fuck it, we don't want to know, we don't care to know, okay. We're not going to engage with this anymore. And now they're just like, we're as real as we want to be. Doesn't matter who was clone Beth. He does know. He, found the memory.
Okay, so I saw the thing where he finds the memory, but, and he watches it, but it was, him, spinning the bottle and, not paying attention or whatever. And, wiping maybe not wiping his own memory, but, mixing up which one was the real one, getting drunk and passing out and then forgetting.
Yeah, that.
Oh, so...
All right, maybe he doesn't know. I remember that part. He watched it. I remember him watching it.
Right.
I forget the details of what he watched.
I think he doesn't actually know, because right before he watches it, they both say, "We don't want to know."
Yeah.
Okay. So he probably doesn't know.
He knows he's an asshole.
Well, yeah, but that's a given.
Yeah.
Although, go ahead. Oh my God, that's gonna sound good on the playback.
First hiccups, now I'm dying. Last season 6, they it was the season they really humbled Rick. He just kept getting his ass beat again and again. And this time, this season, this is the Rick that grows. He's not getting his ass beat as much anymore. Though he still does sometimes.
Right, that's where I was gonna go. We say he's an asshole, but this whole season, well, the amount that I've watched, and you're agreeing with me that this is his growth season.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it too. I like him acknowledging that he's basically God, but I like the fact that he is beatable.
Yeah.
And that he will lose sometimes.
Yeah.
The idea that he is God and cannot also lose, and nobody will ever trump him, was except himself, was a little
lame.
Yeah, it was a little lame.
I guess I won't spoil it, but then you'll get to see the Rick is Rick.
Oh,
the true Rick is Rick.
Rick Prime.
Yeah.
So we saw bits and pieces of him in previous seasons, right?
Yeah.
Is he the guy that this Rick is currently hunting?
Yeah.
Is this our Rick?
Rick Prime?
Like, no, is this season 7 Rick the season 1 Rick?
As far as we know, yes.
Because this is not the Beth, Jerry, and his sister Summer are not their originals.
Yeah, that's right.
But that we knew that from like season 3.
Yeah, because we saw them leave that. They saw them leave their originals.
Right. But so these we think are the originals? Are our originals?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And so these guys, although it's funny to me that these not being the originals don't really matter.
Yeah.
Other than that one like depressing episode where he like goes back to the original Jerry and he's still alive.
Yeah. Life sucks.
Just, like, given up, yeah.
I will say it'd be, at least in Rick's case now that he is growing and changing and learning, it'd be kind of shitty if he was a different Rick. Like a bad writing, from a bad writing standpoint. Like, of course he's improving. Different Rick entirely. I'm like, oh, okay.
Right, like he can improve because he's not the same Rick. I'm like, wow, that is awful. That would
Nick
be
just tell me it was all a dream.
That would Reddit's favorite ending to Harry Potter, and then he wakes up under the staircase. God, actually the worst ending of anything ever. No matter what you're writing, having the character wake up at the end is never the right answer.
Truly.
Why is there a thumbnail of just Rick being a leg?
He turned himself into a leg.
Oh, funniest shit I've ever seen.
Exactly.
I really
like
it twice. I really like the Jarek trap episode.
Yeah,
that was really not only like clever. Like obviously we've all heard that Freaky Friday trope before, but the fact that they're just like combined into Jerry and Rick like personalities, they are no longer themselves or each other.
Yeah, and
they can like get over the fact that they both hate and love each other.
Yeah,
it was so weird, but I really enjoyed it.
And then they became something else entirely, and it almost took them for a ride.
Shout out to the neighbor for saving the day.
With his rake that he stole.
Oh man, that was so funny.
It really came all back around.
It really did. Shout out to that guy. Don't remember his name, but he's great.
Neither do I.
Any other thoughts on season 7?
I guess that's all of them. I like the growth Rick's on. Hope to see more of Morty. I think maybe Morty's growth will be next season, because they did start because episode 10 really is just an exploration of Morty, and you think it's an exploration of Rick, but no, it was an exploration of Morty, which was an interesting twist. Change a point of view.
Do we see much of Summer or Beth?
Not a lot of Beth, but Summer does get an episode.
Why I figured the one where she's on the thumbnail.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Wet Count American.
Quat.
Okay. Quat and Mortican Summer. I was thinking sauerkraut without the R.
No, it's Quat. I don't know. It's referencing a movie I've never seen.
You've never seen Wet Hot American Summer?
No, not that. Not that part. Well, I haven't seen that, but
okay.
The Quat part.
I'm not familiar with what the Quat part is, but the title is obviously Wet Hot American Summer.
Yeah.
That's a great one. I can't believe you've ever seen it.
Well,
I don't know how good it is now.
I didn't hold up.
I haven't seen it in a long time. When it came out, it was a banger.
I see. Everyone go watch Rick and Morty. This will be consider this season 1, new season 1. Rick's on a character arc. I just like the little things, I forget which episode. He's like snaps at Summer. I think it's episode 3. Like snaps at Summer, and she leaves already. He apologizes.
Oh yeah, and he says I'm sorry.
Real quiet. Then he comes out. And you're like, I said I was sorry. He's like, no, you didn't. And he's like, I said it quietly.
He's trying.
You know what he is. More than last season.
Made up with Unity a little bit. Well, he tried.
Yeah. With the help of Dr. Wong.
Shout out to Dr. Wong. Great character.
MVP.
MVP. Funniest shit I've ever seen. Dr. Wong. What do you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10?
Probably like a 9 out of 10. I had a blast.
Okay, what is season 1?
Season 1.
From what you remember, obviously.
From what I remember, like an 8 out of 10.
Okay, fair enough. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
High praise if this is the best season they've had.
Yeah.
All we have to do is get rid of the creator.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes.
Oh, it'd be like that all the time. Just because you had the idea doesn't mean you know how to do everything for it correctly.
Exactly. Like when he made Rick infallible.
Yeah, that is true. I like the... Yeah. I'm going to end it there. We already talked about it. I was going to explore it more, but it's good. We'll probably do more episodes on this, like season 8, because I don't even need confirmation to know that there will be a season 8.
Hey, they were approved for 100 episodes.
Oh, wow.
Way back in season 1. And we've only been getting 10 at a time.
Okay. I thought you meant from this 100 episodes. I'm like, holy shit. That's a lot. Although I bet, so we probably have like another 30 or 40 left.
Yeah.
I don't know if does every season have 10? Oh, looks like it. Okay.
Oh, I think except for season 6 or 5, that only had like 8 episodes.
Okay.
Maybe not.
No,
maybe they all have 10.
Yeah, they all have 10, it looks like. Okay, so we got another 30 episodes at least.
Oh, lit.
That's another 3 seasons.
Oh, I can't wait. I'll watch it get approved for 100 more.
You think it will?
I mean, it might.
It's really popular. You'd have a lot of people upset if they canceled it.
Exactly. If they keep the writing like this, they'll earn that extra 100.
True, and that's not always the case. Actually, that's often not the case.
The Cleveland show.
Listen, that just shouldn't have started. Go watch season 7 of Rick and Morty if you haven't.
Morty.
It's got the ridiculous seal of approval.
That's right. Ka-chunk.
Every time you do that, I hate it.
You don't like my stamp?
I don't. All right, though. We have a Rain's question of the week. What is it, Wolf?
This week's question of the week is, what side of the bed do you sleep on, and where is your bed in your room?
So I asked you this the other day while we were playing Stardew, and it didn't occur to me. You're just like, what do you mean I sleep on the bed? I have a twin.
Oh.
Or whatever it was, whatever size you said.
Yeah.
You're like, I sleep on the bed.
I also thought you meant specifically in Stardew.
Oh. God. Because I've seen your bed. I know it's big enough to have a side.
Yeah.
God. I think I even specified outside of Stardew, and you still answered inside Stardew.
Maybe I didn't hear that part.
Well, yeah, you're doing a lot of not listening to me on Stardew.
You say so many things.
Listen, I'm talking to a friend while we're playing a game.
You are antagonizing me in half those talks.
Okay, yes, but I'm not the one. Okay, this has got to be saved for next week. But I'm not the one that turned the mussels into food.
Listen, I was trying to keep
literally
them safe,
a month looking for them,
and I put them in an unsafe spot.
You did. Now we have to start over. We spent a month looking for the mussels to feed the raccoon. And you turn them into food. God.
Some Maki rolls.
Anyways, what side of the bed do you sleep on? And where in your room is your bed located?
So, I guess I'm on the left side. I think it's the left.
What part of the question are you answering?
Oh, which side do I sleep on?
Okay. Well, what in relation is the left side?
Alright, so it's up against the wall. There's my hand.
Right.
Bed's on that side.
Okay.
There's also, it's flanked by 2 windows because there's windows all around this room.
So are you in the corner of a room?
Yeah.
Okay, that's important to know too.
And I am away from the corner.
Okay. So yeah, I would say that's the left side if you're in a corner.
Yeah.
You're not cuddling up against the corner.
No.
So you're sleeping on the side where the monsters can get you.
Sure, yeah, I gotta protect my dog from the monsters under the bed.
Your bitch dog.
Yeah. Though sometimes I sleep in the middle, like diagonal.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But most of the time you're on like the edge.
Yeah.
Okay. I have drawn you a picture because I felt it really important to just set the scene.
Okay.
It's not a good picture because I drew it in paint. I was really quick because I was running out of time. But here's where what I have.
There's a text tool and MS Paint.
Yeah, but I didn't. Like I said, I was running out of time. So my TV is in a corner.
Okay.
And my PC is not that far away from the TV. It's like sort of in front of the TV. But my bed is on, if you picture roughly like a 13 by 13 inch room or foot room, I'm like in the center. So like my bed is like in the center of the eastern wall.
Yeah.
And so it's like, 7.5 foot in the middle of that. But it's also at a diagonal. Or not a diagonal, sorry. It's at it's like if it was in a corner but pulled all the way to the wall. Because my pillow, where my headrest would be, is not up against that wall. It's parallel to the wall.
You're a freak.
And I'm sleeping.
Why is your bed?
This is why I brought it up, because I really wanted to hear your thoughts. So that little square on the diagram, that's like where my pillows go.
Yeah.
Because normally you would have it rotate the bed 90 degrees and the pillow would be up against the wall.
Yeah.
I don't have it like this.
Why do you sleep like this?
This is just how I set it up.
I thought my setup in college was pretty bad. This is terrible.
What do you mean? Oh, and so that little triangle thing, that's where the door is.
Yeah, I figured.
It opens. Yeah, it opens that way.
Your room is like triangulated.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Well, because so part of the issue is that this room is bombarded with massive windows.
Yeah.
So on the PC wall side, like right here, this is a giant window right here.
Yeah.
And then sort of right there is another giant window, like next to where the TV is.
Yeah.
And then directly on that side are two more windows. So there's not, like, the bed has to go on the side where the door is, on the wall side of the door.
I guess.
Because like, and since it's an older house, there are floor heaters. So I can't have, like, I could put my bed on the other two sides, but then it wouldn't be adjacent to a wall because there's the heaters on the floor.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it can't be right up against it. So obviously it has to go on that one. But that's just how I decided to set it up.
You live like an animal. And this room,
it can't go on this side because there's a closet right there and then there's drawers right there. So that wall's taken.
This house is also old. I learned recently was built the same year the Titanic sunk.
Oh my god, ancient.
And it is also flanked by windows, large windows on all sides. Must have been before they invented electricity. And my bed is very much next to one of the windows. I just keep the curtain closed all the time.
Yeah, so, I have it right, like, where my pillow is. Directly north is a window there. Like, that's a giant window, like, right there.
I just hate that it's not. I hate that it's in the middle of the wall.
I knew you would. And it's not
a corner to tuck that bitch into.
It's also not like I can understand if it was like parallel, like a pillow was up against the wall, so to use it as a headboard or whatever.
Yeah,
but it's not. It's
you might as well put your bed in the middle of the floor. Frankly, middle of the room.
That's a good idea, actually.
No,
that would give me more like surrounding space.
Yeah, for all the monsters under your bed to attack from all angles.
I think from what I remember, Rain and Ryan have their set up much like yours.
That tracks.
Where it's in a corner.
The natural way of things.
Yeah, they have. I have a TikTok to send you after this, actually. That talks just about this exact thing, and it is so funny.
Get a good psychological evaluation of your mind based on your room setup.
Oh, don't worry, it goes into it. It goes into it. All right, Wolf, take it away.
I'm Wolf, taking things away. Thank you for watching episode 112 of You're Ridiculous. If you liked all that, you better hit the like, comment, and subscribe button and hit the bell so you get notified of the next episode. If you're watching on a podcast website, you better hit the plus and give us 5 stars to support the show. You can follow us across the internet, the main cast, at ridiculous_cast on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. You can follow Lucas at 7angry_wasps with an E, and follow me at Rainbow Does without the W. Links in the description. We hope to see you guys all again next week, but until then, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.